Let's bring in Olumide Adesina, our financial market analyst. Hello, Olumide. Great to have you.
Hello, Ladi. Good afternoon. It's a Red Friday.
Yeah, it's a Red Friday, and it's been a while. I've had you on the show. Welcome back, Olumide. But looking at the way November is starting off here, same thing for Nigeria's stock market, starting off, in the red with huge profit taking. Crypto market not looking so good. Bitcoin struggling, trying to get back above $100,000. Is this giving us a sign that November might be the month not to remember with most of these markets?
I think market technicians have been expecting some pullback because the market has been heated for too long, over leverage, and the optimism that President Trump would definitely boost rally across the market has made a lot of people blinded. And unsurprisingly, we're seeing Bitcoin cracking below 100,000, and that has really pushed many altcoins around support level. You look at Solana struggling to stay above $150. Looking at Ethereum looking like it's going to break below 3,000. So you look at year-to-date gate of Ethereum, for example, it's now negative. So, Ladi, I think what pundits are now looking at is how far the rally, the pullback might happen. But I think there's a shift in the market right now. If you look at the crypto market, what is really trending now are privacy coins. You look at Zcash, for example, broke $500 mark some hours ago, and that really tells you how interest towards privacy coins are. Excitement around the meme space has plummeted after the Trump token underperformed. You look at Bitcoin, that has long been seen as a traditional asset in the space. It hasn't shown that edging capability over the long period you compare with gold. So I think you're looking at it from a long-term spectrum. Yes, long-term investors have a lot to smile about, but looking at it from a mid-short term, I think the pullback has been very painful, and that has really caused a lot of liquidation, particularly in the derivative market. This year, we've seen the world's liquidations, 20 billion at one point in October. Now we're looking at another billions this week. So that it's really a very awful red week as we speak.
Right, and looking at how Bitcoin, kicked off the year, is it safe to say all of that gains have been wiped out from Bitcoin for 2025?
Technically, yeah, but you can't really bet against Bitcoin, to be honest, because the fundamental support is still there. The U.S. government interest, the fact that traditional players like BlackRock still have influence in the space. But when you look at the market holistically, then you might be fairly right, because you see de-risking appetite in stocks to bonds, to even you look at the crypto market, and usually the crypto market suffers more. So yeah, it's safe to say that we might not see Bitcoin breaking the all-time high it did last month when it broke the 126 resistance. We might not see that this year again, but I won't want to bet against the Bitcoin bulls after what we saw early this year in April.
Right, and looking at Ethereum, do you think $3,000 will hold with this major sell-offs we're seeing?
I think one advantage Ethereum had compared to other corrections is the fact that institutional players have increased buying pressure on the most popular altcoin. You take a look at Bitmain, for example. At some point, they hold about 5% of the total circulation of Ethereum. So while it's safe to say that we might see something in the nearest future at that level, I don't think that pullback would be extended like we saw where it went as low as 1,500, Ladi.
Right, definitely a lot to look out for. Major altcoins there trying to, get to new highs. We see the likes of BNB crossing over $1,000 for the first time, but that has weakened below $1,000. That's talking about the Binance token there. So I guess it's safe to say there's no cryptocurrency that's safe right now.
Well, I think privacy coins look like the hot baby right now. A lot of interest in that space. You look at the rally. Despite the correction, you look at year to date, I think for those that are really invested in privacy coins, they have a lot to smile about. But holistically, I think for altcoins, I think it's been doomed this year. Look at Solana, look at Ethereum, look at XRP. This year particularly, I think it's been not a very decent run, Adi.
Right. Well, thanks so much, Olumide Adesina. We'll keep tracking to see how maybe a bounce, at some point to most of these markets. Thank you so much. Always great to have your perspective. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great weekend.
You too.